welcome back to my channel. My name is Julie. For those of you that haven't been here before, I am a part-time reseller on eBay and Poshmark, and I go under the username of Maggie and Poppy. So on Instagram you can find me under Maggie _and Poppy, and then my Poshmark closet and eBay store are both Maggie and Poppy without the underscore, so it's just all one word. So you can find me on there. And today I'm just here with you to share another small haul that I collected over the weekend, past couple days, and also share with you I ordered something from a fellow Poshmark seller, and I'm going to go ahead and open those up. It's not clothes, it's a couple mugs that I had really wanted. I'm not much of a collector of things. I don't like a ton of clutter or knickknacks or anything like that, but if I find really cute mugs that I really like that have cute sayings on them or just are a cute shape, I usually will get those because I am definitely a avid coffee drinker, so they're put to good use. So I don't mind having multiples of something as long as it can be put to use. I'm just not a big tchotchke type of person. I like a very clean space, otherwise I get a lot of anxiety. So well, first of all, before I get to the haul, I just wanted to show you all this. I don't know if anyone else has experienced this, but I ordered clear not poly mailers, but the poly bags on Amazon, because that's what I use to put shoes and clothes in once I've listed them, just to keep them safe from any sort of damage, and then also as well for shipping, because they're really anywhere you ship, no matter what time of the year, there could be rain. Especially even during the summer, there's summer storms, so I always like to have my items in these bags to keep them protected from any sort of water damage. But anyway, so I've gotten these multiple times before, and you know when you get them, I mean, they're clear bags, so they're floppy. These came to me like this. I thought at first maybe, and this is the same company I've ordered for before, that there was a piece of cardboard or something in the middle, but nope. It's apparently, I don't know, it was a super hot day. I don't know if the heat caused these to kind of react and stiffen up, which is a little scary. But yeah, so these are the clear poly mailers and how they came to me, which I just thought was just so weird. Anyway, I've been able to pull several of them off, and they all work perfectly fine, but I just thought that was so weird. Okay, so as far as getting to the haul, this past weekend I went to a few garage sales, and I found a new little thrift location that actually I was really excited about, because it's just this small little thrift store that the benefits go to an organization that helps girls who are going through unplanned pregnancy, and they're typically going through it oftentimes alone. And they provide housing for them and help them find jobs. And so I'm always eager and willing to pay up and support those types of businesses. So I was really excited to find it, and then come to find out that place has been there for 3 years, and I pass by it all the time. It's just kind of a nondescript place, so I never noticed it. It wasn't until I went on Yelp to see what was in the local area that that particular location came up. So I was really excited, and I'll definitely be going back there. So let's see, from the garage sales, I didn't pick up much. My daughter and I got out pretty late, so there wasn't a ton of stuff, and I just don't think that it was a very good weekend for garage sales, and it was super hot, so we didn't stay out very long. But I just picked up this graphic tee for $1. On the front, it says "No Bad Days," and it's got, I think it's a chameleon, or it's probably a gecko. No Bad Days, and it says Mexico. It's a navy t-shirt. It's not vintage or anything. The back has a big graphic on it. Again, this is the No Bad Days, Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. And I've had pretty good luck. I mean, not making a lot of money off them, but selling t-shirts like that come from Cabo and whatnot. So I picked that up for $1. Then also for $1, I picked up this kind of an army greenish frame shirt. So that's, I'm not familiar with the label for that. It's just kind of a, I don't know what you call this neck, but that neck. And then it's long sleeved. And again, it's just kind of a nice color, and it's good to wear over, I think, like a white t-shirt or even like a camo tank or something like that. So just a button-up women's shirt. That's size medium. So Got that for $1 as well. Anything else? Oh, it's out in the garage, but I got a couple pair of kids. They look like, they almost look like Croc shoes, the native shoes. I know that those tend to sell, have good resale value. So they're just a navy blue pair of those. They're out in the garage. I'm not going to bother getting those. And that's all I think I got from the garage sales. Then I ran by a flea market and I picked up a couple of tops there from a vendor. And this is by the Anthropology brand, Odell. I think that's how it's pronounced, Odell. And it's a size medium. And I just thought it's a tank. I thought it was just so pretty, the embellishments on it. So it's kind of got this black mesh overlay, and then the underlay is kind of a dusty rose. And again, it's just got these really cute floral embellishments on it. And on the back, it's just got this one down here on the bottom, and this part actually just needs to be kind of ironed down. But yeah, so just really pretty. It has a size medium, and it's got a little keyhole back right there, and it's just trimmed in, I'm not sure what the material is. At first I thought it was velvet, but it's definitely not that. Kind of it looked like just a knit, but again, just super, super cute. And then I picked up this other top that is new with tags. And both these tops from the flea market were $2 each. This is by the company Buckle. So Buckle is who sell, or I'm sorry, yeah, they're the ones who sell it, but the brand is Crash and Burn. And it's just a long sleeve lace shirt. Obviously you would need to wear something under it, but it's just got this cool graphic on it. It's a little bit difficult on top to tell what it says. Let me get that out of the way. But it does say Crash and Burn, and then I'm not sure about the bottom, but I just thought it had a cool graphic with the angel wings that are the shape of the heart. So that's that. Oh, and it's got like this little detail around the neck as well. Again, let's see. And I thought at first that the bottom said something, but it doesn't. It's just part of the design. And it's also got these little rhinestones on it as well that kind of make it pop. So it just says Crash and Burn on the top, and then it has the heart, the angel wings and the heart shape and graphics. Okay. Oh, and then from the little boutique I went to that benefits local shelter for women, I got these Born boots, and now I'm trying to see. I think I paid. The price isn't on them now. Oh, here. They were normally $14, but she gave them to me for $12. So they were just in really good shape. Great for this time of year. It's got the zipper up the side, and then another zipper. Yeah, it's a functional zipper there. I thought at first maybe it was just for design, but no, it's got these buckles here, and the zipper, and then the block heel. And I don't know why I never thought to do this, but they, in order to make their boots stand up, use the empty water bottles. I've always seen the pool noodles used. And even though it's hot as heck outside, I can't really find pool noodles anymore, or at least ones that at the Dollar Tree, which is where I'd probably be willing to pay for them. Oh, and these are a size 10.5. But again, just really cute. So I've seen the pool noodles used, but yeah, I mean, I always have empty water bottles, so that's a great idea as far as keeping the boots standing upright, at least for boots that are a little bit shorter in length. And then I picked up these pants there as well. I think, oh no, I guess there was a couple things. These are Pilcrow and the Letterpress, which is another Anthropology brand. But they're just kind of a beige colored, almost a jean type of material, and they're a little bit, tiny bit cropped, and they've got the rolled up ankle there. So I picked those up, and those I got, it was either $6 or $8, and they're a size 28, and the fit, it says, is other fit pants, and the brand, or not the brand, but the style is hyphen. And then that's just the back side of it. So there's kind of a nice alternative to your standard jeans. And I know Pilcro on the letterpress is pretty popular. And then, oh, that's what I got. I couldn't remember. I've never picked these up before. I don't know if they're pronounced onzy, onesie, onzy, I don't know. But I've heard of them before. They are workout /yoga pants. And this style, when I looked it up, it was obviously something to do with the moon. Because it's just showing the different, yeah, I'll put it out there. The different stages of the moon. And it's kind of the color, I guess it's black and gray, and then the moon colors are kind of a yellowy ivory color. So I went ahead and picked those up because those are a pretty popular brand, so that was kind of fun. It's always fun when you find something that you've never found before. And they are oh, I don't think I showed the tag. That's the tag. And they are, what size are they? Extra small. Yeah, and these were on clearance, so I paid, I think, $3 for these. So I just got those 3 things at the little boutique. Then I went to a big flea market that they only have once a month out here. It's in Long Beach. It's called the Long Beach Antique Market, I think. So it's a little bit step above a flea market where there's not a ton of things where you walk around and you have to sort through boxes to find things. There's a couple of stands that are like that, but that aside, I mean, it's just everybody sets things up so beautifully, and there's so many neat things that, I mean, we were there, I don't know, probably between 2 and 3 hours. It opens, you can get in as early as 5:30, I want to say, if you want to pay early admission. So literally people are walking through there with their flashlights shopping. And then if you come in, that's $12 to get in if you want to get early admission. If you come in, I think from between 6:30 and 8 a.m., it's 6:30 and 8. I'm not sure what the price is at that time. Maybe that's still considered the early admission. But anything after 8 is $7. I know that much. So we went there, and it's just so much fun to look around. I mean, it's just nostalgic to see a lot of the things that, you know, at least for someone my age, that we grew up with, you know, the old phones that we used to use, not cell phones, but, you know, wall phones, and the toys that I grew up playing with. And the people there are just, you know, the vendors are super nice, and they're definitely all willing to work with you on prices. The only box type items, and I'm thinking these people probably are some of the people that go to the Goodwill outlets and they bid on the large boxes of items, because they just had I want to say 10 to 12 huge like boxes full of clothes. And one thing that was nice was they had sorted it. So they had a section that was all graphic tees. They had a section that was all jeans, Hawaiian shirts. So it wasn't quite as mishmash as the bins are. At least it was divided up, but otherwise it was big bins that you were literally just reaching in and pulling out and sorting through. And I definitely saw that some people were getting some neat, especially the graphic tees, they were getting some good things. But the prices weren't definitely weren't bin prices. Like the t-shirts, I think they said were $10 each, or they were 3 for $20. So it was kind of buy 2 get 1 free. And then the Hawaiian shirts were $10 each. I looked through it a little bit. Again, I had my daughter with me, so it's not something I could spend a lot of time, nor did I really want to spend a lot of time sorting through. So, but definitely I could see with the graphic tees, some of the things that people were pulling out probably would be worth the 3 for $20. But again, not as cheap as bin prices. Then also at the flea market, I got these kids. I'm gonna clean them up. I have the Doc Martens, what is it, Wonder Balm? I don't know what you call it, balm. These really cute little Mary Jane Doc Marten shoes. And initially they were asking $20 for it, and I wasn't, and that was one thing as well. It's not a super heavy what do you call it? Oh gosh, I'm sorry, my mind's already going. It wasn't a lot of like where I had to go back and forth with him a lot on costs as far as what I wanted to pay. I mean, everything is negotiable, but I did find that it seemed like if I just kind of hesitated a little to buy something, they kept bringing it down in price. Like these originally, they wanted $20 for. Then when I started kind of looking around at some other things, he came back and said, okay, I'll give it to you for 15. And then I was just getting ready to leave, and he said, okay, $10. So I went down from 20 to 10 without me even really trying. So negotiations, definitely everything is open as far as prices go. And then, of course, the later it gets in the day, the more open they are to negotiate with you. So, I mean, there's pluses and minuses to getting that early admittance. Obviously, you get first dibs on things. So if you are able to find things that have really good return on your money or return on investment, that's the time to go. But if you're looking for a better overall purchase price, it's probably better to shop a little bit later, because the later it is, you know, obviously they're realizing things aren't selling, and, you know, it's one less thing that they have to pack up and take back with them. So they're much more willing to negotiate on the sale price. So pluses and minuses to both of them, but I just thought that these were super cute. And they are, what size were these? They are a girl's size 1. Oh, I would have thought that they were actually a little bigger than that, but they're size 1. So again, just super cute. They were in great condition. There was another pair of kids' Docs there as well that were, I don't know, maybe I should have picked them up, but they were the high top combat boot style ones. But they were in a little bit rougher shape, and honestly, I'm just kind of the mindset that the least amount of work I have to do to fix something, the better for me. I just don't really have the time or even necessarily the patience to do so. All right. Oh, and the other thing, it's hanging up. Let me grab it. That I got from, I only got a couple things from the big flea market. I just have to show you this dress. It was just this huge tent full of clothes. Most of it was all vintage clothes. And it was really nice the way they had it set up, because it was all on racks and nice hangers. And so it was really easy to run through and get through and see what was there. And they had some really great things. I mean, they had like Gunny Sacks dresses and tons of 70s and 80s styles. So you just have to kind of really know your prices and what things are worth. This I got based on style. It's by the brand Zara, which I've heard of before, and it's kind of hit or miss for me, but I'll show you this dress. It's just so cute. Okay, so this is kind of a dress that I think would be great for, it could be used for Halloween, for like a flapper costume. It could be used for a like a Roaring 20s party, something else I'm thinking of, but anyway, so that's the brand, and it is Zara Woman Limited Edition. That was another reason I picked it up. But it has this little keyhole back. It's strapless, and then it's all sequins there, and then the rest of this is just all these pretty feathers. And it's so, so cute. I mean, it was like one of those things when you see it, you're just like, I want that sort of a thing. So it was $15, which I thought was, honestly, I felt like it was completely reasonable. But again, just so freaking cute. So I'm going to list this, like most things, on eBay and Poshmark. And probably on eBay especially, I'll list it, you know, in the listing under Halloween costume, you know, Roaring 20s. What is the other thing I'm thinking of? I mean, vintage, of course. But I don't know, it's escaping me like everything usually does as far as the style of party. But yeah, I just think this would be great. And I mean, not even for a costume party, this would be great for a New Year's Eve. That's another word I'm going to be using in my thing, because it's classy and it's just so pretty. So pretty. I love it. Got that dress. And then, let's see here. Yesterday, if anybody watches my Instagram stories, I decided to try to do a challenge for myself where I would time myself for 30 minutes to go into a Goodwill, see what I could find just in that 30 minutes, and then, you know, get in line at that point. Just kind of a disclaimer, the 30 minutes did not include the time waiting in line or paying for the purchase, because that Goodwill always has long lines. So if I had done that, I literally probably would have had about 10 minutes to search through the store. So I gave myself 30 minutes just to see what I could find, because those of you out there that are moms, or especially are single moms and don't really have anyone to watch your kids, during the week, things have to be done quickly. I mean, with my toddler, and rightly so, she doesn't want to be spending hours, at a thrift store, sitting strapped into her stroller with nothing to do except, watch my phone. So I'm really trying to find ways where I can just be more efficient and just like get in, get out as quickly as possible, limit myself on time, so that I'm just kind of creating more of a balance in my life between, things that she wants to do and things that I want to do, aside from thrifting and aside from reselling. And it's just been kind of a struggle lately finding that balance. So I just decided it would be fun to kind of try and see what I could find in 30 minutes, and then also maybe try to work that into a practice, so that otherwise when I go into a thrift store, I mean, it's just like when I go into a Target, I get distracted and I get lost, and I go in there and next thing I know, it's been a couple hours. And I just have to be more aware of how I'm spending my time, because you really, yes, you pay up for things if you're not going to the bins, but you really have to factor in how much your time is worth. And my time is, just like everyone else's, it's valuable. And, spending 8 hours at the bins, fine, that's fine once in a while, but I don't have it in me to do all the time. So, this is something that I'm going to start putting into use. Anyway, to kind of loop back and get back on track here. So in those 30 minutes, what I did find were, was it 3 items? I think, yeah, it were 3 items. I found a couple more items, but when I kind of looked them over, it was just kind of one of those things. And I think one piece of advice I got from another reseller was, don't get blinded by the brand. There are times where we hear like, oh my gosh, this is the best brand. You should get this brand. It's worth high resell. And so when you see anything that's got that brand, you might look at it and be like, that's nothing that I would normally pick up, or maybe it's not in the best shape. And I tended to do that. I would be so excited that I found the brand that I just couldn't put it back. I would have to buy it. And you know what? It's still sitting in my closet, because it's not just the brand that matters. It's the condition, obviously, of the item and the style, and if people are even going to want it anymore. Because not every brand, puts out 100% of things that, are great. So you just have to really kind of be aware of that. And that's what I'm trying to be aware of as well. So I did find a couple other things like Free People items, and there was something else, I think, eShakti. But I put them back, because just kind of after looking at them a little bit more closely, they're not, if they were under another brand, I wouldn't be picking them up. This, on the other hand, is the gold tag Free People. And it's not necessarily, it is technically kind of in season just because it's so hot out still, but this is a maxi dress. And I can kind of see, it's kind of hard always with black, but it's got that little floral eyelet design on the bust. And then what sold me was just like the bottom. I love these colors, the yellows, the grays, and the blacks, and it's all pleated. I'm gonna have to stand up here, but you can see it's all pleated all the way down, and it kind of flares out. I don't know if you can see, just a tiny bit at the bottom, but just super, super cute. That, and then it's got a zip up in the back, and then it's got like the kind of the bra corset hook and loop at the back here. So just really cute. I paid normal price, which in my Goodwill stores is $9.99 for dresses. So, and I didn't notice any issues with it. Of course, I'll go over it a little bit more closely, but again, just a super cute dress. I also picked up another dress that is probably more appropriate for spring and summer, but again, I don't really buy depending on the seasons. So this is Bowden, and it's size, looks like it says 10A. Oh, 10R, 10 regular. And it's just a strapless loose fitting, just a pretty floral design, greens and blues. And it's just T-length. And it's fully lined. And then the Free People top was, or the Free People dress was extra small. And then the last thing I picked up was this jacket. It's actually a kid's jacket. It was the color of the week, so it was $3.50. But I mean, just with Christmas coming up, this is just ridiculously cute. I mean, some mom is gonna want this for her little girl. It reminds me of those of you that read those books, Madeline. That's totally what this reminds me of. And it's got a little bow in the back as well. I did notice that it was missing one of the black velvet buttons, and this is just a tip. I'm sure most of you know this anyway, but it's missing a button right there. Check on the inside of the garment, because more often than not, especially with something like this, there's going to be an extra button on the inside. So check and see if it's there, and it was. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have gotten it. But it does have the extra button there, so I'll just disclose that. I'm not a sewer, so I'm not going to probably attempt, I don't know, we'll see. It's pretty basic, but just to sew the button on there, and I'll disclose that it's been repaired. But this, again, was $3.50. It's a size 6, and it's Brayton kids. So again, just super cute, and with Christmas coming up, I don't know. I don't think that's going to have any issues with selling. So that's it as far as the items that I've purchased recently. The only other thing I wanted to do was just open up this one item that I gotten. Where did I put the thing? From one of the other resellers. Actually, let me go ahead. I thought I had brought over something to open it, so let me go ahead and grab that and I'll be right back. Okay, so I don't know where that went, but I am definitely going to have to find it because it's one of those X-Acto knives and I can't have my daughter getting a hold of it. I'm sure it probably just went here in between the cushions or something. The last thing I just wanted to show you all was that I did purchase some mugs from a fellow reseller, and she was so nice. She actually had a picture of one of the mugs, just in a picture of an item she was selling, and it said "Nope" on it, and that's just kind of like how I feel half the time in the morning, especially when I'm at my regular 9-to-5 job. And I just made a comment on her Instagram saying, "Oh my gosh, I love that mug. That's just, you know, so perfect." And she's like, "Oh, well, you know, if I ever decide to sell it, I'll let you know," and not expecting to hear anything. And I actually did a search online seeing if I could find that mug, but was not successful. And then the next day I get a message from her saying, "Hey, guess what? You know what? I'm going to go ahead and sell it. I've gone ahead and posted it for you on my shop. So if you want to buy it, go, feel free to do so," which I thought was just so nice to do. And I mean, I think that goes a lot, as far as our reseller community goes. People, for the most part, are just so nice, and they're so helpful, and everybody's here to help one another out. And I think that's one thing that's just appealed to me so much about this group of people. But anyway, when I was in her shop, as I was looking around, there was another mug I saw that I thought was super cute. So anyway, I went ahead, I opened up the box, and just got the cute little tissue paper. Oh, very nice. I just got a little thank you card. Oh, very nice. Very cool. She actually includes a little thing in there that you can get 10% off your next purchase. Oh, very cute. So super sweet. I mean, she's just so nice. And then each of the mugs is wrapped individually with the twine. Oh, I think one of them broke. So sad. It's the Nope one. Well, I'll see if I can, see if I can somehow glue it But that was the mug. Just so cute. Just super adorable. That's that. Hopefully this one's okay. It feels like it is. Oh, this one is too. Oh, that's such a bummer. Oh, I'm so disappointed. But yeah, it's got a little chip here, and it just says, "You're just jelly" on it. Oh, I'm so disappointed. It's so cute. It's got that. Obviously, it was just, and the box had looked a little bit worse for the wear, so it just probably wasn't handled very nicely. So, oh, I'm so bummed. They're both so stinking cute. All right, well, I'll reach out to her, but maybe she knows of where we can get some replacement ones. So anyways, that's it for this video. I want to thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you on the next one. Have a great day. Bye.